Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it is a message that was sent to me. The message reads like this. Good morning, Brother Nashi. Please hide my identity. I am in my early 30s. I could like to get help looking for my father. So his name is Sam Stole. I don't know where he was from, whether he was from Zim or from Mozambique, but he was here in South Africa. This was in the 1990s. His brother's name was called Carlos. He was working at a bottle store here in South Africa. If anyone who knows them, Brother Nashi, I would like to meet up with my entire family. I grew up wishing one day I will meet with him. I don't need anything. I am working, I have kids. I just want to know him so that he can meet his grandchildren. Notify me after posting. If anyone knows him, they can write in the comment section. Help me, people from Zim or Mozambique. The pain of not knowing who you are, it is not easy. That was a message that was sent to me by one of our listeners. So my advice to the men or the women that might be in a foreign land, if you have a child there, and if it happens that you need to return back home, or even before you return back home, I think it would be wise, maybe you write your name and then you say that my name is Nashi. My father's name is called so, and his father's name, your grandfather's name, and also from the village where you come from, your chief, your village headman, and also the province from where you come from. And you just laminate that paper and you just give it to your child so that he or she can keep it. If it ever happens that she might need to see his or her relatives, the child can know at least where to start. So if there is anyone who knows this man that one of our listeners is looking for, let me try to get the name here again. If you know this man that is called Sam Sitole, please, you can try to come to my inbox so that I can connect you with our dear sister. Then let us go to the next story. The next story, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? So I have come here on your platform and I want to confess that I am a rich blesser and I am someone who enjoys being on different dating sites where I meet most of these girls that put money first. Those are the ones that I target. If I meet a slay queen, I celebrate. My name, Brother Nash, is not even important, and I live a double life as a rich blesser, hiding behind my money, my expensive cars. To the outside world, they just think that I am a man who loves enjoying a single man who does not want to get married. So all the women that I'll be dating, they would want to prove a point to me that I am the one. I can become your wife. I am a man who has taste for finer things in life, even the women that I like. But the truth is that I have a dark secret that most of the people, they would faint, those that know me, if they find out that this is what I have been doing. So I have been involved in the occultic world for years and years. It all started when I was still in high school. I used to love to read your satanic magic books until finally I raised enough money. I crossed the border. I was robbed the first time. When I was coming back, that was when I met a man on the bus who asked me where I was from, and I told them where I was from, and they said, "What are you doing here in Mozambique?" And I told him, and he said, "It is unfortunate that you were robbed. Let me try to assist you." That is how it all started. So, Brother Nashi, for years, I had been doing these occultic rituals. Then I met this other very beautiful South African young slay queen. She was only 19. I met her on a dating site that is called Badoo. She was everything you would expect, beautiful, confident, and she was hungry for money for the lifestyle. The moment that I spoke with her, she said, "Please send me some money so that I can buy something," and I gave it to her. We started chatting. And it was not long before I suggested meeting up with her in person. Because of the money, she was eager, and I knew that she would be the perfect candidate for what I had in mind. I had already been invited to an exclusive occultic party by some of my business associates, a gathering of us occultic men who wants to control the wealth, and also we use these occultic rituals to have more money. So these parties are not like what people think. They are not about drugs or casual fun. They are about rituals and nothing but rituals to gain more wealth. And there are things that you have to give up, things like even human life, but usually we do this spiritually. So what we do, if we want to take a human life, we have to sacrifice a cat, and when that cat is slaughtered, this means that within a couple of months, the slave queen that would have brought to that party, she will die. Or in this case, it was something that was valuable. This was needed, a woman's womb that was supposed to be harvested. So when I visited Naledi, when I invited Naledi to the party, not her real name, she thought that it was just another high-end event, a chance to rub shoulders with rich guys. I told her that I was going to pay her 23,000 for her company throughout the night, and she did not hesitate. She was in it for the money, but I knew what awaited her, which was far much more sinister. The night of the party, she came dressed. She wanted to impress, thinking it was just another night of lavish indulgence. I made sure that she was comfortable, and I kept on giving her drinks, and soon enough she was heavily intoxicated, just like all the women that we had. When they were all passed out after we had given them some charms, the real ceremony started. When she passed out, it was quick, and before she could realize what was happening, the ritual had begun, like we were doing with the other women. The men at the party then harvested a womb. There was a clay bowl that was placed on top of her stomach, and that was how we were harvesting her womb. She was unconscious, using it as part of a dark ritual to strengthen our businesses. I watched it happen. I could not stop it, knowing that I had brought her, like other men, for this. It is something that I will never forget, because she was quite young. The way that they took something vital for her. When she woke up, she was disorientated and clueless about what had happened. I still remember that she said, "I feel so empty, as if I don't have anything in my stomach." I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "For the first time, it's like I don't feel like I have a womb." Then I said, "You are too drunk. Let us go to the hotel and enjoy it." And we then went to the hotel and we enjoyed throughout the night. Then I gave her the 23,000 rands as I had promised. She left and she did not know what had happened, but deep down I knew that the damage had already been done. She had been violated in a way that went beyond anything that she could comprehend. Since that day, Brother Nashi, I have never spoken to her. All that I did was that when she tried to get to me, I just blue-ticked her, because I am feeling very guilty because of the things that I did. And I know that it won't be long before she starts to realize that something is terribly wrong. As for now, she is having some false periods because of the charms that we inserted into her private parts by the time that I was making love to her. So these charms, it makes her to bleed, and when she is bleeding, it is your normal blood, not your period blood, and she thinks that this is like your period blood. Then after a couple of years, the periods are going to stop. That is when she is going to realize, and she'll say, I don't have a womb. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who gave us this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Yo.